guys, this is Muhammad Qasim. Today I come up with another interesting tutorial and the topic name is memory management. So it's really important topic for mobile application development. As we know, we don't have that much memory like web developers have, so we have to save all the memory of mobile applications. So there are many reasons can be of memory leaks. In iOS, we used to say automatic reference counting, ARC, retain cycle, memory leaks. So these things are nominated by memory management. So now we will check in this tutorial. So how we are going to manage our memory. So within this tutorial, why I made this tutorial? The first reason, although we can see there are many videos are there already for memory management, and why you guys are going to watch this video. So now I will share this reason. In interview question you heard many time memory management, how you can avoid memory retain cycle. So normally users was asked, normally interviewers are asked about the classes, uh, how the retain cycle is going to be resolved if one class object and is used by another class object, and same object is going to be used within a loop as the retain cycle comes up. So what if we are using two structs? What will happen? What will happen if one class and one closure is going to be? What will happen if two closures are going to be used? What happen if we are using delegates? What happen if we are using protocols, timers, and different combinations? We can name that. So same question I got, so that's why I made that example to help them, the beginners, intermediate or expert, those are having experience within that. So different situations, how the situations can be handled within singleton, with unknown reference, with protocols, extension, child object relationship, automatic reference counting, how we can do debugging within that, and the best practices it can be. So we will focus all of them. The tutorial is going to be very big. I will make this into the parts. So initially we will understand what is memory and how we will manage this memory. So what are the loopholes in between, how the retain cycle is going to be produced, and then how we will avoid that retain cycle, and then after we will gradually uh, create the examples of it, and we will discuss how we will handle different situations. So let us start the example. I made different like examples for two classes, class struct, closures, delegations, everything, and we will discuss them step by step. So now I have one example of two classes initially. So now we will have strong reference of two classes within each other. This is, as you guys knows, if someone who don't know, we have personal class, and personal has name and apartment. Name is property. We allocated the memory to the person, and within deinit we deallocated the memory for the personal class. So same time we have apartment, we have number of apartment, we have resident of personal. So we initiated the object by allocating the memory, and then we will deallocating the memory to the apartment by deiniting that object, deinitializing that. So what we will do into that, we will create an object of the personal, and we will create the object of the apartment. Personal has apartment and apartment has personal, so we will see that apartment has personal as a resident, or personal has apartment as apartment. So after that, what we will do, John has apartment, we will assign apartment to the John. Apartment has a resident, resident name is John, so John is a personal. So in that way we make a loop in between both of them, and after that we assign John as a nil, apartment as a nil. But we will see in our output the objects are allocated, but it's not deallocated. In the same way, if we go into the into the instrument app, so then we will come to know we will have memory leaks. Now you can see, now you can check how you can check the memory leaks. After open the instrument, you have to select the simulator. Then you have to select the project as I did. So after that you have to run this. So now we can see we have two new leaks. So two new leaks, where they are, let us check. Apartment has resident, resident has apartment. So this is two memory leaks. How we can resolve them? So if we do assign week, it's going to be resolved for both of them. If apartment personal leave this apartment, so personal will be alone. So it's mean it's going to be nillable. It can be nil. So now you can see both is going to be resolved each other within this small change. Let us run this. Now we will see in the output debugger allocated, allocated, deallocated, and deallocated. So if you want to debug this, so I will share that like that. Let me rerun that. It's created, initial, allocated, allocated. While doing nil, what it's going to be, see, apartment is deallocating, now personal is deallocating. John has apartment we made week, so before that apartment was deallocated, then personal deallocated. Now we will see from the debugger instrument what we will achieved with this weak keyword. Do we resolve our memory leak issue or not? So in that way we will check our memory leak is resolved. See, there is no memory leak. So we have another way to see memory leaks and memory graphs. This is we called for big mobile applications, how we can manage our memories. Very small memory leaks are not going to be shown, but the big are. So now I have another example for that. So we have two memory and two view controller in our graph. This is graphical representation of our memory. Now you can see we have home VC and landing VC. So we have two view controller right now into our memory. And so if we, this is C, home VC is allocated. So we have this. Let me do hello is created, add timer is called, hello is printed. So let me go back. Now home VC is deallocated. Let us check it again, our memory graph. So do we have home VC still in our memory or not? So we will see we don't have home VC, we have only landing VC into our memory graph. So in that way you can check more details how is your memory working. So these are some basic techniques how you can debug your memory, how you can manage your memory, how you can check your retain cycle. It's the same very really basic things. Now I want to give you one example with timer. If we do have timer, timer is basically kind of closures that is sometime give us hard time. As the memory leaks, go to home, allocated memory. If we get back, what will happen? Memory is deallocated, but the timer was running. So because we don't have self now, because we get back from their navigation, we don't have home VC, so that's why self is nil and the timer print hello is now never called. So let us check again. This time we will stay 15 seconds on the same screen. We will see what will happen. So now you can see hello is printed. what will happen if we will not make this weak? Normally, if we do not make this weak, the self will be the strong reference and this is going to be crashed. And if it can be another example of if we do make unknown weak self, unknown self. So within unknown, if when we have to put unknown or weak, when we 100% sure the screen is there, then we will put unknown. So unknown, in this situation, unknown and strong both are going to be give us error, because getting back it's going to be home screen is going to be nil. So nil is going to be give us crash. So in short, I given you the small example of how we can improve our memory. Otherwise, if you want me to give you the other remaining cases of structures, classes, closures, please do subscribe my channel, comment and share this video. And the part 2 will have unknown, strong and other related material as well. So until for next video, we'll see you. If you have any suggestions, please come up with that and do comment and give me suggestion how I can improve my content. My previous content is going to be helpful to you for or not. If not, please give me suggestion. I want to improve and I will give some important videos of your your interested topics. I will discuss them and make videos for them as well. I will come up with SwiftUI beginner tutorials as well. So please do subscribe and share my channel, and that will give me encouragement, and I will put in a lot of efforts of doing this all videos for you guys. Thank you for watching my channel. Please do share and subscribe the video. I will come up with latest information again. Bye bye.